I'm Namakau Mundia Ntini, and I'm the Registrar and Chief Executive Officer of the Pensions and Insurance Authority in Zambia. I was at a transition of my career. I felt like I needed to have the extra skills to push me into this executive role that I was transitioning into. I realized that in as much as I'd held different roles in my workplace, I was taking on something that was totally different. And so I felt I need something that will give me a sort of different mindset, something that will give me a different purpose. And yeah, it was so interesting that it literally coincided with the time I was transitioning into a leadership role. And I felt like this is just the turnkey that I needed to get me going. I like the structure of the Women's Leadership Program for Toronto Centre because it's got a structure to it in terms of the different sort of sessions you go through. But it's really one that's so practical, and it depends on a lot on what the participants are able to bring out. So it really allows you to introspect and really sort of look into yourself, look at your strengths, your weaknesses, and see how best you can work on those as you undertake your leadership role. So I felt that it's one that prepares you for the life complexities that you have. I remember one session where we talked about a VUCA world. We live in a VUCA world, and how you have the different issues that you have to navigate, and how you still have to hold yourself up as a leader and still be able to deliver in your role. So I felt that it's one that really allows you to deeply introspect and work on yourself. So it's like you're a work in progress throughout the training session, and by the time you're done with the program, you really come up with a lot of tangible to-do issues that you can run with, and those are quite relevant. So I found it very, very exciting and relevant. Like I said, I was just getting into a new role, and I needed something that can just give me that extra push and extra assurance that I really had it to deliver in this particular role. Basically, what I'm doing post the leadership program is, first of all, I've encouraged a number of women leaders to participate in this program. I think there was a lot of competition. Kudos to Toronto Centre. It shows that the program is getting a lot of interest. I think a lot of people are interested all over the world to participate in it. But really, I encourage every woman leader to participate in this because I felt that it's something that they can benefit from. But besides that, in my current role, I've really tried to bring on board the various components of what I learned from the program to really ensure that the woman, whether you're in the marketplace or in the workplace, you are able to apply yourself and just have that confidence that there's a value that you can bring in. Because, one of the things that I note is that when you come to the skill set, I think women have asserted themselves. They're able to get the right qualifications and be able to compete favorably. But when you get into the workplace or the marketplace, wherever you are a leader, how do you then apply yourself? So then women tend to sometimes go back and take a step back and feel, is this really me? What if I make a mistake? What if, so it's really an issue of working on your emotional intelligence. So I have mentored women within the institution, and I'm glad to say that others have actually even transitioned into higher leadership roles. So it's something that I consciously do, and I also allow the women to realize that they are not in any competition with the men, and we complement each other. We have different attributes, and we can then bring those attributes, those values, and be able to make a very strong team. So it's something that I continuously do that. And interestingly, my institution almost has a balanced gender parity between male and female. So I keep telling the male as well, that colleagues, that we're not here to outdo anybody. We're here to work together and complement each other. So that's part of what we have done. I'm also working on a gender and mainstreaming strategy for my institution. It's something that we started about a year ago, and I hope that this is something that will help us. I've also taken it out to industry as well, and we've had a number of initiatives that have assisted industry to have some form of a gender lens whenever they are designing their products, be it on the insurance side or on the pension side. Granted that we are supervisors of insurance and pensions. The Toronto Centre Women Leadership Program is very, very impactful. It's not one that is a textbook kind of program where you've studied, you've gone through university, and then when you get into the marketplace or workplace, You now have to figure it out. It's really very hands-on, and like I said, I like it because it's one that really allows you to really do a lot of introspection and work on yourself. Because first of all, as leaders, we often want to think it's the other person that needs to work on themselves, but I think it helps you to realize that I have these strengths and I have these weaknesses that I need to work on. And it really just coins the emotional intelligence theory and how you need to apply it in the workplace and in a leadership role. I'll do the Toronto Center. If it's an advanced program, I'll sign up for it, because it was quite exciting. The insights, the experiences, the engagement with other women, and you learn a lot from each other and realize that some things that you're struggling with, somebody else has a solution to it. And yeah, so it was quite engaging. It was fantastic.